The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow off 215, Nasdaq's off 66, S&Ps are down 18, gold's up 17. You have silver up 26, platinum's up 11. Oil market is flat out here at 41.27. Bonds continue higher. You get the 10-year up 5 ticks, the 30 up 26. Bonds look like they're going to do an ABC structure on the way up. Bottom line, let's run through this market, because this market, folks, you can expect higher volatility as we continue through this day. And that volatility, what I expect you're going to see in volatility basically out here is just a word for lower prices, folks. The volatility, fast counter trend moves, yeah, that we had that out there yesterday. But what you're going to see out here this morning is that we just broke an additional ABC structure on the way down with volume. Now check this out, because this is we're at 2053 on the mini S&Ps. Your price target on this is 2040. So we'll see how this shakes out. Now this is the number. We're right at the B point, which is the 53 area. It's 53.50 to be exact. We've already broke it with volume, and the real key is going to be the further you get away from 53.50, the more probability is that you'll get this A to B equals C to D structure today. And that'll put the E-minis down $30, which is a big number. Yesterday, what you had out here, we had the expanded volume right across all the indices, all the ETF structures, all of the above. You had the counter trend bounce. The counter trend bounce that came in, it couldn't take out the swing point. And that was the key. When the counter trend bounce came in, it couldn't get over the swing from the prior day, got up to it. The first bounce out of that had juice behind it, had the volume behind it, had the juice behind it. Second one, boom, stalled, see ya, don't want to be ya. Then what do? They take it south. There's a large seller out there, folks. It could be more than one large seller. But if you were in front of a machine at the close out here yesterday, that was someone that was hitting that market. They were hitting it so fast, it was unbelievable. And in fact, on just one of the counter trend bounces this morning, they did the exact same thing. And what tends to happen, folks, is this, is that markets are the same and different at all times. What does happen on sells and downdrafts, however, is when a market operator comes in, and it could be a lot more than one, they don't stop. And the MO is normally the same. They come out of nowhere and they just throw everything at it. If we go over and we take a look at the NQs, you're going to see the NQs are already in another ABC structure on the way down. They're down $55 right now. We're at 4488 and 4448. The A point on this is 4530. The B is 4467. So we got what? That's what did I say? 40. So it's 13 plus 34, 40. That's 34, 44, 50. That gets you 4433. 4433 is the ABC structure down for the NDX 100. That's how that's setting up right now. We go over to the many of the gold equities. The gold equities are doing ABC structures on the way up. And as I said, the last few days, last few weeks, this is the first time that the correlation has changed. And it's changed dramatically. I mean, bottom line, if you take a look at AEM yesterday, it took the B point out, and you had the juice behind it. We did you did 5.3 million yesterday versus the B point of 5.33. So it was shot by 30,000 shares. Have the follow through out here today. It's finishing up an ABC structure on the way up. And you see a lot of these right across the board. That's how this is shaking out. Inside the Dow. So let's look at the weakness versus the strength. Inside the Dow Industrials, what do you have out here? The only stock that's positive inside the Dow Industrials this morning is Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson is up 17 cents. The laggard inside the Dow Industrials, you have Merck down 273 at 56.93. Disney's down $4.60. Man, they're taking apart Disney. We'll come back to that. That's a major taking apart. That's 4% in one day. Boeing is down 278. You have Apple down 202. Inside the Dow, and that's the Dow. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness, this is what you have. The strength is NTAP, NetApps, that's up $1.04, trading at 30.82. You have Green Mountain up 67 cents. You have Whole Foods up 21 cents, and Expedia is up 15. Take it away from it. On the way down, you have Micron Tech down 90 cents. You have JD.com down 129. SanDisk is down 227. That's getting taken apart again. And Viacom is off $1.86. Now, if we go take a look at, if you were listening to our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, he was talking about the New York Composite. Let me show you something on this composite, too, okay? You know how long we've been talking about the aspect of where this market wants to go. And my take on this market, first leg down, is the October 2014 area. What has happened is that the market's been screaming for that for quite a while. And you've had many large stocks already get down there. The oil stocks just blew them apart. Well, the NYA gapped lower today. It gapped under everything, all support. It's not going any higher, you know, right now. In fact, it's going lower. It's at 10,586. Well, the top, so we're down $100 on the NYA. The top of this is 362. So at this particular point, we're at 224 points away from the top of the highs of the October 14th level. This baby wants to get down there, folks. And if we take a look at the S&P, if you want to see that, you know, if you think the S&P is down right now, it's not in the context of where that number it lies inside the S&P. The S&P right now, if we take a look at the cash S&P, the cash S&P is trading out here at 2060. That 2060, the top of the 2014 high is 1912. So we're talking, what's that, another 148 points lower. Yeah, so we'll see how we get there. Bottom line, that's where this thing wants to go. Let's go to the oil market. You talk about ABC structures on the way down. You talk about equities that have it all, but guess what? When the selling starts, the selling begets selling. Take a look at ExxonMobil. It's down 63 cents right now. It's an ABC structure on the way down. It's a very large ABC, too, by the way, folks. Between ExxonMobil and Chevron, I got these things all over the place. There's some, you know, all you have to really know how to do inside this market right now is ABC structures. The market's going down, ABC. The gold and silver equities are going up, ABC. So ExxonMobil, you're at 75.65, 72.79 is the price projection for a 1-to-1 ABC structure. You go over to Chevron. We take a look at Chevron CVX. What do you have with Chevron? Chevron's trading at 80.44. That ABC structure is 76.11. You know. So today out here, I suspect what you're going to see is that there's going to be more damage done. There's going to be quite a bit of damage done to the market out here. And in fact, let's see. This is something that, you know, there's still zero fear. The thing that's amazing about this market right now is that you're not going to get a bottom. You know, when we came down the 12th of August, right, we were talking about the aspect, there was zero fear, and you don't get bottoms, folks, without fear. It just doesn't happen, okay? Well, guess what? Even with this rundown today, you still no fear in the marketplace. The largest tick reading, down tick reading we've got is 1,075. That means no one's selling, by the way. No one's selling in fear. There's monster operators selling. And the trend, it's only 0.60. Bottom line is that when you're getting close to a bottom, you're going to see downticks of minus 1250, minus 13, minus 1450. And you'll see more than one or two of them. That's how that shakes out. You'll see the trend. The trend will be running on a 5-day basis at about a 2.5 to 2.75. Right now, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 4.5, 5. We're at 4.5 right now. That's zero fear in the marketplace. And when there's zero fear in the marketplace, what does it set up? Bingo. Sets up much lower prices. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market right now, let's see what we got. Okay, so you got Apple's down. Oh, I know what we want to do. Let's go to Disney. Let's see what's going on with Disney. Disney, someone just took this apart. So if we take a look at Disney, Disney had come off. Oh, man, it's going to be 3 gaps down. Look at this. Woo! Okay, so Disney comes out with numbers on the 5th. It closed at 122. It opens at 109. It has a high volume spike low at 104. It does a counter trend bounce to 111, and now we just gap lower again. When you gap, let me see this for a second. Oh, man. Yeah, let me pull this back for you. This thing is a disaster. It's pretty wild, man. So now the question is, okay, so what are we going to find next? You know what we're going to find, right? We're going to go right after where the October 2014 level is, $86. That's where this is going. It just broke into what Disney just did. It's destroying its February, week of February 6th level, destroying it with volume. This is going to October 2014. Disney goes to October 2014. Guess what? These stocks won't stop at 2014. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 233. Get the Nasdaq off 89. S&Ps are down 23. And this baby is getting nasty, folks. Fast, furious, all of the above. If we take a look at the volume characteristics out here, you have it in spades. Bottom line, we've done 178 million on the NYSE. The Nasdaq has done 385. And the NDX is really taking it on the chin here. Right now, percentage-wise, you get the Dow down 1.3, the S&Ps are off 1.1, the Nasdaq's down 1.8. But the way they're selling, and the NDX 100 is amazing. And that is still, folks, the IBB hasn't fallen apart. You know, this IBB is lower today, but it certainly hasn't done what I think it's going to do. Okay, you're down $6. You're going after a swing point today, and it's going to be actually hard for it to break the swing with volume. The swing point is 357.10. Let me pull this up for a second so you can see how this is shaking out. Because when the IBB falls apart, it's curtains. Now the IBB, okay, so the swing that we're talking about is, you can actually, well, let's pick the closest one. The closest one is 357.11. That was from the 12th. You know, it doesn't even look like it's going to have the volume really to take that out. Now, if it stops right before it and the market's still down dramatically, which I expect it's going to be, this is where the real problem is going to come in. Because the reason is that my take on the IBB is that it wants to go all the way down into this 330 level, which was the lows that were generated out here going back into the 30th of April. You know, so I expect you're going to see the volume accelerate. The price point will accelerate, because what you do have happening here is this. Watch this. Because we've been going sideways, there's a lot of psychology behind the market at this particular point also. And where I'm going to go with this, technically the market wants to go down, but I'm going to go somewhere so you can see what a money manager is going to be thinking right now. So picture this. You're running a lot of bread, other people's bread. You've been going sideways, okay? If we pull this up for a second, you've been going sideways for a year. You have the fees that are attached to all the accounts. Last thing you want to do after going sideways for this period of time is lose money, okay? So if we take a look at this, what has happened this morning and yesterday is that now we're at August 20th, and the market's in a losing situation all across all the indices. So now you make the choice. You say, okay, hold it. I got my fees. We're down a little. Do I really want to be down a lot and still get my fees? Because they're going to get their fees anyway. I suspect the CFAs of the world, the broker-dealers of the world, this is churning right now. This is where it's churning. Some of them will get out, some of them won't get out, some of them will get hammered. That's what's happening. But what that's going to do is it's going to beget selling ASAP. The reason I think they're going to sell is, number one, is that it's been a great market for 5 years. So you can sell and you're not going to lose clients. You know, big deal. You paid some fees, okay? It's been going up for 5 years. You don't sell and you're down at the place I think we're going to go is this 1874. Guess what? You just lost your business, period. Because of the way that we had come down in 2008, we made it all the way back up. There's enough people that really understand that the buy and hold strategy, okay, is great for the broker-dealer community, but not for the individual investor. That's how this shakes. That's my take on it. So we'll see what type of pressures continue to go inside this market. If we go take a look at the E-minis again for a second, what you're going to see is this. As you're going to see, we had the break on volume. What did I say? I think it's 4-3. That was the ABC structure. What just happened? Okay, so let me just see this again. So it was a 77 to 53, 63, 73, 24. Yeah, it was it's $30. We had six more bucks to go down for the A to B equals C to D. 2040. That's where we're at. When the E-minis are down 30, that is the first ABC structure on the way down. The Dow right now is down 238. You get the Nasdaq off 87. S&Ps are down 23. Gold's up by $20. They're buying gold, man. Buying gold, buying silver, buying bonds. Big time. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow down 228, Nasdaq's off 73, S&Ps are off 23. Let's go to Larry in Texas. Hey, Larry, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing? How you been?
I'm doing just fine. I want to look at SCX, Freeport-McMoran.
Let's take a look at it. You get Freeport-McMoran. So the low on this for the year is 959. The high is 36. This is one of the largest, it is the largest copper miner in the world, but their problem is that they, and gold, largest copper and gold, but their largest problem is that they bought into the oil market right at the highs.
Look at the volume today.
Yeah. Why, you think that's good?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Yeah, no. Okay, so what we have, my take on Freeport-McMoran is that it's actually going to, get right into the lows that were established out there, probably, even $7, man.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. Have a great day.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. What Freeport-McMoran has done, folks, is that when this came down, it was vicious. Just like the whole market in 2008, okay? This came down from $63, laid out a low. Well, the last time it had any volume on the way down was, I think it was $10 and something. Let me see. It was $10.50. That was the October low. Then it went all the way down to $7.40 in December, and then did an amazing bounce. It went from $7.40 up to $58. I would first, it looks to me like it's going to drift all the way down to that very bottom. And probably one of the main reasons is that this pays a 2% dividend, so people buy it because they like the dividend. And it's hard to comprehend that when you're the largest gold miner, largest copper miner, and you own oil, that you can actually do this type of correction, correction, crash, not a correction. But that's what happens. That's the bottom line. So, this is another, what happens there is that you have to take that into consideration when you're going into these at those types of low prices. If you're going to buy a low, what you want to see first is you want to see a rejection of lower price. First what you want to see is huge volume, right? Then you want to see it go down below where the huge volume is. Then a rejection of lower price. Coming off that level, you get a sign of strength, then you buy the next pullback. Because two different things have happened there. What that's showing is, number one, it's showing that there's no more sellers. And most of the time it's showing no more sellers, whether it's a week or 2 weeks prior to that, because it's the last time with big volume. You're down at the lows. It's testing the lows. There's no more sellers below it. So once there's no more sellers, it's really easy for stocks to bounce because there's no sellers. Any buying comes in, who are you going to buy off? No one wants to sell because now you're trying to get their money back. That's where the sign of strength. The sign of strength comes in with a fund coming back in. They come in, they buy. Guess what? Then you buy the retracement coming off that. You know, today in the marketplace, you know, and this is getting consistent right now. You know, started a couple weeks ago. When we take a look at the down equities versus the up, the only up equities in this marketplace out here. Guess what? Inside the gold market, you get Franco-Nevada up 2.8%, Agnico Eagle's up 5.2%, Gold Corp's up 3.9%, Barrick's up 6.2%, Alamos is up 9.5%, Tahoe is up 2.5%, the Pan American Silver is up 3.5%, Horizon's up 8.5%, Detour's up 1.2%, Silver Standard 2.7%. It's pretty wild, man. The ones on the way down, Priceline is down 1.7, that's $22. Regeneron's off 2, that's $12. Valiant is off 4%, that's $11. They're buying the new drug for the libidos for women. You got Palo Alto Networks is down 5%. Google's down 1. You got Sherwin-Williams off 2.3%. Bottom line is that correlations out there are pretty intense on the way down versus on the way up. Inside the Dow stocks themselves, the big movers inside these Dow stocks is Merck. Let's go take a look at Merck. Merck's been getting killed, and it's interesting because, okay, you know, all the other. Let's go to Lloyd. All the other drug companies, you know, have done pretty good. Merck's off the high here of $61. They're at 57.63, and let's see. Put this on a weekly. Unreal. This is just wild. When you take a look at it on a weekly, it's going right after the. This is pretty wild. So October 2014, the high is 57. It's already into it. The low is 52. That's where that baby's going. Let's go to Carlos in California. Hey, Carlos, what's happening?
Not much, Tom. Good morning.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Good.
And, the reason I'm calling, Tom, is I have a question about Nugget. I bought this last week.
Okay.
I'm on a profit. I just want to get your help in how to manage this trade.
Okay, so what you have, folks, is NUGT. Nugget is the 300 bull position of the New York ARCA Miners Index, okay? So we take a look at this, and what I would do here, okay, now these are daily investment vehicles. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I know you know that. I know you trade them a lot. You're going after the B point on this today, which is 478, and you are going to have the volume. So your A point on this is 289. Your B is 278, so you get a couple dollars. So this baby's going to go, you're at 501, 575 is the next stop. And realistically, what you'll probably get is somewhere into $7. Because what happens, now watch how this works, folks, okay? The ABC structures on these, right, because they're leveraged vehicles, they're going to go more than a 1-to-1. And the HUI, the corresponding deal here inside for the ARCA is the HUI. Let me put this HUI up for a second for you so you can see how this is working. Put it up here. Okay. So the HUI, the A point on HUI is 109. The B is 125. So we got $16. The C is 1. So at 131 is a 1-to-1. Now, you're already up $6 today, and you have volume behind the move. So the HUI looks like it wants to go to, my God, 147 probably. That's going to get you action. I'd stay in it the next few days, man. You know, this is what we have is this. what you very well may be able to do is you got today, tomorrow is going to be option expiration. That's going to be fast, furious, all of the above. And what's going to happen, is that gold has been going the right way. That's going to put a huge spin on option expiration, and the market has been going the wrong way, which is also going to put a huge spin on option expiration, and people are going to be scrambling. I expect you're going to... It's very hard, folks, when you have a down week to get an up Friday with option expiration or not. If you have an up week on a Friday, that's how it goes. The correlation here is the same. S&P's down, gold, you got it up. I expect it will go up further. The gold equities are going up. Everyone's going to try to jump on. They're particularly going to try to jump on because everything else is going down. Gold and silver is the only thing that's up today in the whole market. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And your NUGT should get you some traction, man.
Beautiful. Well, Tom, thank you very much, and I wish you a very good day.
Thanks so much, Carlos. Always a pleasure talking to you, man. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Dow right now is down 206. You got the S&Ps down 20. Let's go take a look at the S&Ps because I know everyone's on the edge of the seat. Bottom line, we've had so many counter trend bounces and they're so fast, furious, and all of the above. The bears are just sitting there waiting. Is that counter trend bounce going to come in? The bulls are just sitting there waiting. Is that counter trend bounce going to come in? All of the above. And that's what makes a market, folks. My take on this deal right now is that the market, the texture of the market, really start changing in May. Okay, that's the high. But it was July. The July 20th one is where the market really started changing because the amount of selling that was coming in was just different. It was a different type of selling. And I know, what is that definition of different? And it has to do with how fast the selling came in and seemed to come in out of nowhere. Now, we haven't moved. We're still in the same place we were a year ago. The texture of the selling, though, different number. The texture of the bulls not being able to get the market up into highs and for counter trend bounces to hold is a huge deal. There's no doubt about that because what tends to happen is because they've been correct for so many times, it's not like they're going to just throw in the towel, one time. It's not going to happen. What does happen in a situation like that, though, is if they didn't get out and you get 2 or 3 days that are down and there's some heavy devastation in the marketplace, makes a big difference. We go over to take a look at Apple. And, of course, Apple is going after its lows of August 12th. And it looks like it's going to get it, number one, and it looks like it's going to have the volume, number two. We've already done 20 million shares in Apple. You're an hour and 15 minutes into it. That sets up like 100 million shares. It did 101 million shares there. Apple has been basically drifting lower, for quite a while right now. It's been one of those little frogs inside a steam bath. Apple is trading back where it was in November of 2014, So that's where the market is right now, too. That's how this whole market is set up. We go over, take a look at Rangel Resources. Rangel went after its B point today. We'll see whether we get the volume. It looks like we're going to have the volume on it, too. Rangel's up $3 right now. You need volume of 1.3 million. Yeah, we'll get it easy. We've already done 493,000. So Rangel is a decent ABC up. The A point is 57. The B's 65. You get $8. That gives you 69. 69 Rangel's going after. Now, what Rangel also did, which is pretty cool, and this is where you want to get the most amount of information out of these equities, what you're going to see is that Rangel is actually on its way to $77. And that's how this stock moves, man. I mean, it's pretty crazy how it moves. The low is 57. You're up at 77. Well, percentage-wise, that is a big number. There's no doubt about it. Now, what has also happened, watch this inside the gold market. I want to show you something inside this gold market that has happened here, where we are right now. I'm going to take a continuous contract, and I'm going to put it back a couple years. And what you're going to see is that once we got back inside the price point of 1130, well, actually, make it more conservative, 1141. Once you're back inside 1141, you're back inside the larger zone. And what that means that 1307's game. Now, thus far, this is how this works. Thus far, we haven't broke the trend yet, but I expect what you're going to see is that we broke the trend in gold, saying gold wants to go to 1232. You get one more day like we had today, which I suspect we will get tomorrow. What you're going to see is that that would mean that you broke the trend and gold wants to go to 1307. We bring this, the next step, this I love when this happens. Then the next step is that gold would have to get up to the 1193 area. You get the 1193, then that's saying gold's going to 1342. And of course, that would be a mind blower because you're talking about something that has moved from 1057 to 1392. Big numbers, no doubt about it. Don't forget at TFNN, folks, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm there, Mr. John Logan kicks us off. 6 o'clock in the afternoon, Andy Hecht comes on right after me. All that programming you can get right on your cell phone, tfnn.mobi. Now, bonds. Let's go to the bond market. This is the market, folks, that have people still scratching their head. So, the 30 years up 104. We're at 159.30. The high has juice, 336,000 contracts. We're coming into that high. Yesterday, you did 301. It looks to me like it's going to be an ABC up. An ABC up, it'll basically get up and over the 165. If we take a look at the 10-year right now is yielding 2. There you go. You're at 2% again. This is just amazing. So it totally makes sense, though. Listen, the market has held up. The market goes south. What do people want? People just want their money back. You put money in your fund for so long, and all of a sudden it's gone again. The 10-year bottom line wants to get up and over 129.21, which is the April highs. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials down 196. Nasdaq's off 76. S&Ps are off 18. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And if you'd like to test drive my daily newsletter, you can do that for 2 weeks, absolutely free. Market Insights, the way you do it, go to TFNN, go to Newsletters, go to Trading Newsletters. You'll see Market Insights. You can test drive that 2 weeks absolutely free. If you'd like to test drive the Gold Report, you can do that for 1 month by coming over to TFNN. Go to Newsletters, go to Investment Newsletters. Now, let's take a look at, right now you get the Dow down, $179, NASDAQ's down 52, S&Ps are off 16. Let's take a look at the S&Ps, because I want to show you how these bounces develop and what you're going to be looking for. So, right now, we hit a low out here of 2047. The ABC structure, intraday, down is 2040. You hit 2047. It's like, okay, you're going to make it down there? Well, watch how this is bouncing. This is what's really cool. So, the leg down, the last, when we're taking out the B point of the leg down, that was established at 10 o'clock. We did 96,000 contracts on the way down. Now, I use a 10-minute bar, folks, okay? So you can use whatever you want to use. Just make it consistent, you know what I mean? But you got to get used to something. Okay, so you come down with that level. Well, we got into a low, got into that low of 2047. You can't go down forever. That's the bottom line, okay? You're always going to have, you have the force. You go down, the force dries up. You go up, the force dries up. What's crucial is that how you take out the swing point, and do you take it out with volume or not? Then what's the next crucial deal is that, okay, and what I'm talking about here is that, can you do a counter trend bounce all the way up? My take is no, it's not going to happen, but I'll show you why. So what happens is this. As you come off as we just came off the bottom, we're in the third 10-minute bar right now. Now, the first bar itself only had 6,500 contracts. 65,000 contracts, rather. That's weak. But what you're looking for is this. Then you're looking for, okay, what's the consistency of the next bar? The next bar, guess what? We went from 65,000 contracts down to 48,000 contracts, right? Then what you do is say, okay, is it getting weaker on the way up? Bottom line, we're not only getting weaker on the way up, we've done 41,000 contracts. So that can do 48, but bottom line, you're getting weaker on the way up. That is what counter trend bounces are all about. Now, what you'll probably end up getting is this. So if you take the top of that last trend is 64. The bottom of that is 47. Okay, so we got what? That's 17. What you're probably going to do is you're going to do a small ABC structure down inside the larger ABC structure down. So that's on your S&Ps. We go and we take a look. We'll do the same with the NQs. And what I do with this, folks, is that when you're looking for consistency, what you're looking for, I do more than one indice. Just see, okay, is it the same deal? Is the same thing happening? And when you do the NQs, it's more dramatic. The NQs, and this is where, market releases information. At the NQs, the low in the NQs are 18. We get volume at 18, man. I mean, monster volume. It's pretty sick. You get 19,000. The NQs are so weak, it's amazing. So the NQs bouncing on 12,000, and then the last 10-minute bar was 8,000. And this one is going to be about 8,000. So what does that set up? That basically sets up another ABC structure on the way down. So what I expect you're going to see here, the volatility will continue, lower prices will continue, you'll get these counter trend bounces, and then what you'll be looking for, what I'd be looking for is this. The seller or sellers in this marketplace are huge. So what you'll see is whack, coming out of nowhere, boom, see ya, don't want to be ya. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, then Steve Rhodes. We got Darryl Martin, Dave White. I'll be back, and our man, Mr. Andy Heck, will be back this afternoon, folks. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Look forward to speaking to you this afternoon. Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.